Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video, and it is finally the year of 2021. I mean, we haven't had the greatest of starts. However, this video is going to help you plan all of your goals, think of every goal that you should be thinking of, and give you ways to execute them every single day, or at least a plan of how to. Anyway, but I hope you're all okay. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and a lovely new year. I know things haven't been anywhere near normal, and I feel like there's probably no need for me to say that anymore. I think I say that in every single video. But anyway, I hope you're all okay. But if you haven't already, make sure you've got yourself a drink. Mine is a big old cup full of water, because ironically that is one of my goals for the year, to have more water in my life, and that's something I have definitely kind of, since summer finished, is when I kind of stopped having so much water, which was really good for your skin, your body, your health, your mental state. I feel like it's a good all-rounder. Part of the detox that I'm doing, but I'll go into more detail when we have a bit more of a catch-up on Sunday. I'm dying to speak to you all and see how you're all getting on, and just give you my my 2021 goals, my detox information, what I'm going to be doing throughout lockdown, and just have a bit more of a catch up with you. But that'll be on Sunday. So I hope you're all having a lovely Wednesday, and it's midweek, so even if you haven't wrote down your goals yet for January, we'll be able to do it together today, and then you'll be able to kickstart Thursday as if it's the 1st of January and have all your goals set, know exactly what you need to do for them on the daily, and feel more in control of achieving them. So make sure you've got your drinks, you've got your snacks, you're snuggled up on the sofa, and let's get into this video. Okie dokie, so I have made loads of notes in my notebook so that I don't miss anything. And I have got loads of little props laid around down here, just so that I can kind of give you some visual ideas of what it is that you can do to set your goals and achieve them. So first things first, I thought it'd be a good idea to go through the kind of goals that you can set, because it doesn't matter how you're gonna work your goals either daily or look at them. You know, if you've not got goals to set, you can't do any of the other bits that I'm going to go through. So, notebook at the ready. So I've kind of broken this down into a couple of different sections, and you don't have to pick something from every section. You could just pick one goal that you want to achieve throughout the entire year. That is absolutely fine. It could just be one really tiny thing that you think, like making the bed. As an example, a really tiny goal could be making your bed every single day for the rest of the year. Now, I know a lot of people are probably saying that they do that already. I definitely don't, but that's mainly because I've either got out of bed while Sprad's only just got back into bed because of his shifts, or on weekends and things when we get out of bed and then I just never come back into the bedroom until it's night time, and I'm like, oh, I hate getting into an unmade bed, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so what I'm going to go through may not be specific to you. Use these keywords to help you get to the goals that you want to set, or goal that you want to set in 2021. So first things first is going to be for your mental health. So just mentally, like the mental state of mind, like just where you want your brain to be, where you want your thinking power to be, how you want that to kind of come across in 2021. So you've got like spiritually, so whether you want to be more in tune with like the universe or with the spiritual world, I suppose. It could even be like increasing your knowledge in spiritual, or just increasing your knowledge in general knowledge in a certain topic. It could be meditation. It could be filling out your gratitude, so what you're grateful for every single morning or every single evening, or both if that's what you're wanting to do. Listening to positive podcasts, and also if you are in a really low mental state at the moment, your goal could be to seek medical help and support throughout 2021 to kind of conquer whatever it is that's going on and help you get out of the state that you're in and build yourself and bring yourself back to where you need to be. So that could be your goal, as scary as that can be for some people. And if that is you, I am always here. If you need someone to speak to, my inbox is always open, and I would just always recommend you speak to someone. Obviously it would be amazing if you can pull up the courage and be really brave and speak to someone that has got the medical knowledge and experience, or just someone that is within that area that can really seriously help you. But at least just speak to someone, anybody that will listen. Speak to them and tell them how you're feeling. But that could be one of your goals. Sorry, that got really deep. Mental health is always such a big, massive thing, and I just think people don't speak about it enough. And with what we're going through, everybody is going to have their down days, some more than others, but some people are having down days every single day and getting worse and worse as each day goes. And I would hate to think that those people are not speaking to people and telling people how they're feeling. Yeah, so my inbox is always open, but I do 100% recommend your GP, ringing any of the charity advice lines that you can ring as well. I'll try and find a link and put it in the description box below. So if that is affecting you guys, then please just click that link and see who medically you can speak to get some help and support, and we will conquer 2021 together. Moving on to physical then. So this is something that I think quite a lot of people start with in January. It's kind of one of those typical resolutions, but if you set it as a goal and not a resolution, that's where I think my head's at. Don't set resolutions because they're just there to be broken. So getting fit and healthy, exercising, you could be training for a marathon, you could be wanting to fit into a certain type of clothing. So for me, that is like my wedding dress. Other people's, it could just be a pair of shorts that you really want to wear in summer 2021, so you've got all the way until summer to do that. And it could be that you just physically want to build on your strength, you know, so any kind of physical activity or something that you want to be physical for to get you into something else. You really want to join the police force, or you really want to join the army, but you need your physical ability to be stronger before you can apply or get through the courses or whatever it is, then that's your goal, and you would then break that down, but we'll go into that in a second. Then onto financial. So this is a really good one, and I think everyone can benefit from having some sort of financial goal on their goal board. So first things first, having a savings account or building your savings account, or even starting from scratch with a savings account. Paying off a debt, something that you've had for a while, or something that you've accumulated over Christmas period and you just really want to get it paid off, or like I say, something that you've had for a really long time and you just want to pay it off. And another one for financial would be earning a side income, so from having a side income role, so that would be something either like a second job or something online where you can earn money online, and like network marketing. I know that gets a lot of shame and everything else, but everybody else on places like YouTube and Instagram, even if they don't agree in network marketing, they are promoting a food that they're eating, or a pair of shoes that they're wearing, or shampoo that they're using, you know, whatever it is that they're saying, oh, this is really nice, this is where I got it from, this is the brand's name or whatever, they are network marketing just without knowing it, you know, and people get paid to recommend things. So look out for those opportunities if you're already doing something like that. Next thing would be family related goals. So this could be starting a family, so getting pregnant or getting pregnant again with like your next child, getting engaged to the love of your life. So obviously if you're wanting your engagement to be a surprise, you're going to kind of have to drop some hints and say, I don't want to know when, but come on. Finding your true love, obviously very difficult in lockdown, but I know so many people who have found their partner through lockdown. It's insane. I don't like, there's so many, and so many people have actually worked out a lot longer like together than what you would probably if the world was back to its normal state and you were seeing everybody. It's very strange how it's working. But find your true love, that could be one of your goals. And another one, family related, could just be spending more time with your family. So whether that is spending more time with your loved one that you live with, just because you're working so much, or because you just find different things to be busy with so that you're not actually sitting down and talking, or sitting down and watching a film together, that kind of thing. Or it could genuinely be spending more time with family, because of obviously last year and the year that we had, we didn't really get to see our family very much at all if you don't live with them. So maybe your goal is to spend more time with them, and that might have to be virtually, but you could just make more of an effort to plan in those FaceTime calls, or them Zoom calls, or them Teams calls, whatever it is that everyone's using, and yeah, just make more of an effort to speak to people. A lot of people have these on their goal boards, and I'm not judging at all. It is something very, very precious to certain people. So it could be a materialistic kind of goal, so that could be a new car, the dream car you've always wanted, or just a new car that you've always wanted as well. It could be a designer handbag, it could be a designer dress, designer shoes, anything that is materialistic that you've always wanted. If that is your absolute dream, get it on the goal board, honey. So the next thing is going to be like your job or your career. So it could be that your new goal is to get a new job, or to move up a level in your career. If you're like a team member level and you want to get to management, like that could be your next stepping stone. It could be a side income again, so you might physically want to have 2 jobs on the go, one being your full-time job and one being a side hustle. Another goal could be becoming your own boss. A lot of people that start with a side income and a side hustle actually take that to doubling, if not trebling, their full-time job wage, and end up quitting their full-time job so that they can then do their side hustle, funnily enough, as a full-time job, and being their own boss and working from home, which I know a lot of people love, a lot of people hate, but you can work from anywhere when it's your own job, you know. And a new business idea. So if you have genuinely got a new idea that you think is going to make you money, and you are wanting some sort of job or career within that business idea, then run with it. This is the time for you to get your goals on that board and get the work done to get it planned and in place. And my final kind of topic, there are probably tens of thousands of more topics that you could choose from, but these are just like the genuine ones that I can relate to, so I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to as well. So educational, so learning a new skill could be on your goal board. Improving knowledge, which I know again is something that I mentioned in the mental state section as well, but obviously it could be more educational as well. And another thing could be if you're in the middle or at the start of your GCSEs, your A levels, your degree, just general exams, whatever it is, your goal could be to just get through those exams or that degree, that assignment, you know, whatever it is study wise. You might just want to get through it and get it completed and done, and that is absolutely fine. So get that on the goal board and we can plan out how we're going to get there. Okay everyone, so now hopefully you've jotted those headings down and you can re-listen to that first section of this video again and again, just so that you can kind of get to the nitty-gritty of what your goals are, because you might not have a financial goal that I laid out, but you have something else financial, like saving for the deposit on your own house, or being able to buy your mum the present she's always wanted, or some, you know, things like that. Things that I haven't mentioned will somewhere down the line fall into one of those categories, or should do, and it just might not be something that I've mentioned, but there's loads of ideas to get you there started anyway. So now I'm going to go into the kind of the physical things that you need, or the virtual things that you need to kind of plan your year so that you can achieve those goals. So you basically now need to, with those goals that you've got, pretend these are all the goals here, all right? And you're now going to need to break them down. So say your goal is to save £2,000 by the end of the year, for example. You would need to then break that down to how many more paydays are there left of this year. So for most people there's probably 12 paydays left, okay? So you would then divide your £2,000 by 12, which is around 166 or 167, something like that, a month of savings. Can you realistically save £167 a month from the wages that you have? If your answer is yes, then happy days, set the standing order up and put it into a savings account. If the answer is no, how are you gonna top up? So say if you can only realistically afford to save £100, how are you gonna make up that £67 a month to get to your goal? So that's where you would then maybe think, right, I need a second income, or I'm going to start this new business, I'm going to do this online business, etc, etc, and you will find how to break your goals down that way. If you wanted to, you could then divide it by 31 and say how many pounds you're going to need to save a day, so that when you do set up your business, say you can't afford to save the whole £167, but you want your side income or your second job to pay for that, you would need a minimum of say £6 a day to pay for that. So is there something you could either sell that per day that is going to get you £6 worth of commission or revenue, and think of it that way, do it that way, and it will make it so much easier. Just break it down into the months, and then into the weeks, and then into the days if you need to. But for all your other goals, everything like meditating, getting fit and healthy, things that are going to require you to actually plan in the time to do certain things, and like with the financial one and your savings goal to work side hustle, you're going to need to spend time planning when you can do that. So you're going to need some kind of planner or diary. So I have got these two here. Now this one on this side is my favourite. I love it. It is the Law of Attraction 2021 planner. I'll pop it in the description box below, but I'm pretty sure Amazon has sold out of these now. And then the other one is one that I got for Christmas. It is just a 2021 diary, but the best thing about it is that it has all of the days broken down into I think it's hours. Yeah, so it starts at 8 AM and finishes at 8 PM, which is really, really nice, because when you're trying to plan your day, you need to be able to write it down like this. That's what I've found works best for me as well. And then Saturdays and Sundays are broken just into a half of a page. But you definitely need some sort of planner. You can also use an electronic version of this, so this could just be your calendar on your phone. I find Google Calendars really, really good. You can actually get the app of it, so that you can have Google Calendars on your phone, and you can also log into it on your tablet, on your laptop, and everything kind of stays in there and stays the same. So that's really good if you want an electronic version of a planner where you can plan your day out, you know where you are at each time, and you know what you need to do. Okay, so you need a planner for that, and you will also be able to see when your free time is. So your free time is going to be when you're going to need to meditate, or when you're going to need to work out, or when you're going to write your gratitudes, when you're going to listen to your podcasts, when you're going to start learning that new skill. You know, all those different kind of goals, they're going to need time to achieve them. So for me, I need to know exactly when I have time spare to be able to fit in the activities that are going to help me achieve my goals, and I'm sure you guys will be exactly the same. So you definitely need a planner for that, but you'll also be able to see how precious your time is, because it isn't then another time to be doing all of the other stuff that you've probably been procrastinating from achieving your goals and doing instead of. So things that don't benefit you from doing, so things that don't help you achieve your goal. So I know we can't at the moment, but going to the pub and drinking, or going out for a meal with your friends every single week, like those things are nice to do maybe for some, but are they getting you closer to your goals? How much more do you want your goal to be achieved than you do want to be sat drinking alcohol and feeling rubbish the next day kind of thing? Like, if that's what you want to do, then that is absolutely fine. Then you don't need to take that out of your like routine. But if you're struggling to fit any time in for your actual goals and achieving them, then you really just need to assess the situation and see what's going to be more vital to you achieving your goal. So the next thing up is vision boards. So if you haven't heard of a vision board before, this is basically your way of being able to see your goals every single day. So when you really need that motivation to get up off the sofa, stop watching TV and go work out, for example, you can look at what it, or like the body figure that you want to achieve, or you can go look at that wedding dress that you're trying to fit into. You can go look at someone that you really do look up to as a person, as their personality, their body image, you know, things like that. You could have images and things like that on your vision board to look at. It works really well for your materialistic things, so things like your cars, your houses, your designer goods and things like that. You can put all of that on your vision board. Meditating, you could just have general positive vibes, images or quotes and things like that, so that really put you in a good place just to look at and think, that's exactly where I need to be, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go meditate now, that kind of thing. Things that you're gonna look at and go, right, I need to reassess the situation, I need to get up off the sofa and I'm gonna go and do whatever it is that I need to do. So the way that you can display this is either on a big massive board like this. This is just a whiteboard that I got from Amazon, and then I also bought all of these. They come in like a little tub, but they are just magnets, massive ball of them, where you can stick your goals on there. So you could either use a whiteboard pen and write and draw if you're good at drawing. I really like to get printouts of photos, so let me show you some from my previous board and some that I'm probably still going to use. So this one, for example, is just a quote. I know you can't see it very well on here, but it just says, I have the power to manifest my dreams. So I love that one. There's another one here for quote wise, which says, perfect health exists in my body. So another really good one to have if you have a fitness or health goal. Like I said, materialistic, but also like family related. I really want us to get a pet at some point in the near future, so I always have this little guy on my goal board. And I also have a picture of the Disney castle, which is somewhere that I desperately want to go before we have children. Like, it would be my dream to be able to go somewhere like that before we have children and then take them back again when we do. So that is another thing on my goal boards. You could desperately save money to go traveling or go to places that you really want to see, and you just need to have them on your goal, break your goal down and put a picture on your vision board of it. You can also create electronic versions of your goal board, so if you wanted to, you could put a collage together of all the different pictures and then save this as your wallpaper or your lock screen on your phone. That is a really good idea, because you're physically seeing all of those goals as soon as you go to use your phone every single time, which is amazing. Another thing would be on Pinterest. So Pinterest is an amazing place to get your pictures. So regardless of if you're having a physical or an electronic goal board or vision board, you need to go onto Pinterest to get the images, because there's so many to choose from, so many good ideas. There might even be things on there that you haven't even thought of as well, so definitely have a look at Pinterest. But you can create your own Pinterest board, set it to private because it's your own goals, and you can just pin things in there that is going to keep you motivated and that link to your goals. You could also, if you're doing it on the whiteboard, use post-it notes as well and write out things like how you want to feel when you achieve those goals, because you really need to be able to see, to feel, to hear, to touch, like get all of the different senses into your vision board as much as you possibly can. And that's just a better way to kind of feel your goals every time you look at your vision board as well. For printing out your photos, I do highly recommend the app which is called, I think, Free Prints. It's advertised on TV quite a lot. A lot of people think it's like a hoax because all you pay for is delivery, but you genuinely only pay for delivery. You get 45 prints, I think it is, a month for free, and then you have to pay per print, but you're not going to need more than 45 prints a month. And if your goals are going to change every single month as well, then you've got somewhere to keep printing out your photos. That's if you want like a good quality print. You can also print them out yourself if you've got a good printer at home, or you can take your phone to like a supermarket where they have like the photo printing machines where you can connect your phone to as well. So my next thing is going to be a to-do list. Now, I actually got this from Wilko ages ago, and it is so simple. Let me show you a blank page. So it has on here the things to do today. Then on this side it has appointments, and then down at the bottom we've just got a notes or a sketches section. Basically on here you are going to need to, every single day, write down what it is that you're going to need to achieve to basically go to bed satisfied. So that is going to include everything, you know, apart from the basics of like getting showered, brushing your teeth and brushing your hair. Like, you don't need to put them on. But things on my to-do list are everything to do with my detox, which, like I said, I'll go into more detail in my next video when we have more of a catch-up. But I have everything listed so I know exactly what I need to achieve in my day to achieve my detox. For house, so one of the things on there, just to, I don't think I really set this as a goal, but I think for my mental state, my goal is to make my bed every single day. So that is on there. And then I also will always put another 2 extra house related things on there. So whether that is tidying a room or cleaning a room or doing the ironing or emptying the dishwasher, something like that. Maybe not the dishwasher because that's every day. So that's like another BAU, like just get on and do it kind of thing. Hoovering, something like that. Then another thing on there is going to be linked to my goals. So whatever your goals is, that might be that you need to, for your health. So you're going to want to eat a clean diet. You might want to plan out exactly what you're going to eat. So you might want to put your breakfast and what you're having, your lunch and what you're having, and your dinner and what you're having, and also put some snack options down there just so you're not restricting yourself. And then you might also put down exercise, like what exercise is it that you're gonna do today. Like commit yourself when you're writing this to-do list what it is that you're gonna do. So are you gonna go for a really long walk? Are you gonna go for a bike ride? Are you gonna do an at-home gym session? Are you gonna do a YouTube workout video? Like what is it that you're going to do? Commit when you're writing it. Don't just put workout, because it'll get to your to-do list when you see it and then you'll just go, oh, I don't know what to do. Think about it for a bit. You've already wasted half an hour when you could have finished your workout by then. Okay, and obviously if you've got multiple goals you will have multiple different things to do, so just break it down into the sections. So like health as one of your sections and then family as the other. So schedule time to FaceTime your mum, for example. If it's learning a new skill, what is it that you're going to need to do today? So are you going to need to register on a course? Are you going to assign yourself an hour to go through the introduction material? What exactly is it that you're going to do to achieve it? Just make sure you write down as detailed as possible when you write your to-do list, just so that you've got nothing to kind of take you off track when it comes to actually doing it. The other tip that I'm going to say for to-do list is to always write it the night before, because you can then just wake up and you've got your to-do list ready and you can start from the top or in the middle or at the bottom, however you want to do it, and it's there, it's ready to get started. You don't have to then sit down in the morning with your cup of coffee, writing your to-do list, wasting half an hour when you could have done 2 or 3 of the things on the list. Do you see what I mean? So you can still sit down and have your cup of coffee. That could be one of the things on your list, is to just take half an hour to chill. That's one thing that you can tick off of your list. Then it's to go and make the bed. Then you know to go get ready and have a shower and brush your teeth and all that jazz. So that's not on the list. But then the next thing is to go through job adverts, because your goal for the year is to find your new dream job. You know what it is, you know what website you need to go on, or you know what newspaper you need to buy, and you've got it written down. You know exactly what needs to be done. So this is my biggest piece of advice, as well as the planner, because the planner is planning out your weeks and your months, which then obviously ends up into being your year. And with the law of attraction one, it tells you to go through your goals in so much detail, so they mean so much more to you as well. So that's why I 100% recommend it. And at the end of every month you have to kind of review how hard you've worked for your goals, so it just puts more accountability on yourself. But speaking of accountability as well, for your to-do list, because it's quite easy to say, right, I've done 4 things on there out of 10, can't be asked to do any of the others today, I'll do them tomorrow. Because that is quite an easy thing to say, you need to be accountable to yourself, obviously, so you don't want to let yourself down. If you don't tick one of those things off your to-do list, you're letting yourself down. You're not going to achieve your goals because you're not ticking that off the list. But don't be too hard on yourself, but also have that mentality, okay? Be accountable to someone. Get someone who is positive, or someone who you can trust will make sure that you don't go to sleep until you've ticked everything off your list, because they know how much it means to you. Get someone like that to be accountable to. Someone where you send a screenshot of your to-do list and text it to them, or you show your partner it, or your sister it, or your mum it on an evening, and you show them the book. However it is that you want to do it, make sure you have someone to be accountable to other than just yourself, because it's very easy to be like, oh right, okay, yeah, I've done 4 of the 10 things, I'll just do the rest tomorrow. It's not that much of a big deal. When it gets to it, you've now lost a whole month of doing the same thing, and you do the same 4 things every single day because they're the easy things, and you're nowhere closer to your goals, yet you've lost a month. So it's really, really, really important to make sure you've got that plan of action, and that's how I get through every day, every week, every month, and it just keeps me more sane, I guess, more in control of achieving my goals. Because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't know where I'm at. I wouldn't know how to basically measure myself in terms of how well I'm doing, what do I need to do more of, and it just gives you something to do, especially with everything that's going on. It's going to really help you keep focused on something positive, something that you want to achieve out of 2021. Regardless of what's going on in the world, you can still get your dream job, you can still earn extra money, you can still achieve these goals you set, and it's so important to remember that. And if you're wondering where I get my like positivity from, or my positive vibes, my kind of get up and go attitude, is because I keep on reading these 3 books every single day, right? I'll pick a random book every day, and we'll pick 5 to 10 pages and we'll read them. So these are the ones I 100,000,000% recommend. So we've got this one here, The Universe Has Your Back by Gabriella Bernstein, I think she's called. I will link it in the description box below. This is amazing. I would highly recommend this one, which is Good Vibes, Good Life from Vex King. Another such incredible book, honestly. And of course, the Holy Bible, The Ride or Die. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say about the universe, or believing in your vibrations and your thoughts and things like that to achieve your goals, then you desperately need to read The Secret. It will put you in such a better mental positive space to carry on with your to-do list, which can get very repetitive and boring, but that's what you need to do to achieve your goals. Have your vision board set up and look at that every single morning when you wake up, and every single night. Have it by the side of your bed, so it's there as the last thing you look at before you go to sleep. I hope that has been useful to you all. I hope you've got some sort of goals to be set and some sort of process to go through. So like with your planner, to plan out all of your days, your weeks, your months, your year, and kind of set it all in place, but then to have your daily to-do list so that you can't miss anything from your goals going like in the wrong direction, and also your vision board. So whether that is a physical one that you can physically pick up and look at, or if it's one that's on your phone, just do whatever is best for you. Do whatever you think is going to work for you, and if it isn't, then you maybe need to change it up and do something, you know, slightly different. So if you've currently got a digital version of your vision board but you're not looking at it every day, you're just unlocking your phone without even thinking about it, maybe get a physical one. It doesn't cost that much, you can get things for very cheap. Woolco is still open even throughout lockdown, and they have loads of those boards and magnets and printer paper. So if you've got a printer, then print your stuff off at home for cheaper. But yes, I'm going to finish this video now because I know I have been waffling on and on and on. It is something I could talk about for absolute ever. But I hope you're all okay. I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Put down in the comments below what your goals are, if you're able to share any of them with us. I want to know what it is that everyone's doing. I will share mine in Sunday's video, and I will speak to you all then. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.